Who's the bitch now?
Oh, that's uncalled for.
Uh-huh.
This contest, depending on us disagreeing enough for it to matter, is for the T-Dow Championship. First presenting the challenger.
You mean the 24/7, 7-Eleven, 24/7, 48-hour TV, internet, European hardcore, I-95 South champion.
No, I don't mean that.
I do. King Blackbird!
And your T-Dow champion, the Nate Damsey. And this is for the horror show at Extreme Rules.
Yes, the horror show. Horror show, for some reason.
Because 2020 is a horror show.
Yeah,
That's my guess.
Yeah. Well, alright. Starting things off, fittingly enough, since it's Extreme Rules from Team Extreme, Jeff Hardy versus Sheamus in a barroom brawl.
I'm going to go with what I said last time, and I want Jeff to win so he can have his redemption story. Keep using that word, Vince. I don't think it means what you think it means.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Jeff too. I think this is the blow-off to the feud, and like he'll put all of his demons behind him, both literally with Sheamus and metaphorically with the alcoholism.
Yeah.
We hope.
Yeah, come on, Jeff. Don't break kayfabe.
Like I'm talking about, I do wonder if this is like, if he's okay with this. He seems to be okay because they keep bringing it up.
Yeah.
And I wonder if this is like his personal atonement, is like flagellation for every time he fucks up. He's like, just put it in a storyline, humiliate me, I deserve it. I'd really like to know that. Next up, Apollo Crews versus MVP for the United States title.
So I while we were setting up, and nothing else was happening, I was considering what Pacitti said about MVP getting one last run with the United States title, and I kind of like that idea, but then I don't have any nostalgia for MVP as the, like, this is him coming back in the Rumble is the first time I think I even heard of him, and I like him. He's really good on the mic. He's still pretty good in the ring, but I don't have that nostalgia, and I really think Apollo deserves it, so I want Apollo to retain.
I'm going with MVP.
All right, we disagree.
Yes. I figure this would be probably the one we disagree on. But, again, I don't have the nostalgia because that was, like, when I fell out of it when he was there. But, yeah, he's really good. It's just weird because they said, he already had his last match and he's had, like, so many other matches.
Yeah.
But, mostly just practicality since he has the new United States title, which I really like. I think it's a really good design.
It's growing on me.
And Apollo has the old one. It's going to be, which one is going to win. And I think he's going to win because he already has a new one, and then they're going to phase the old one out. And hopefully keep it for a while, and then, the one last run, and then someone gets it, and just hold it for, 5 months. Please. Okay, one of the horror show matches. Seth Rollins versus Rey Mysterio. Eye for an eye.
Oh,
the winner has to pluck the eye out of their opponents. That's the only way you can win.
This one is just like morbid curiosity at this point.
With CGI.
I'm gonna go with the dark horse here, and I think I'm gonna go with Seth, actually. Because, okay, yeah, he's the heel and he's been losing, but if they want to keep him as a threat, they gotta have him lose. And Rey may or may not be on his way out. He, his last I heard, he still doesn't have a contract right now, and so maybe, but hopefully his help us disagree.
Well, see, I'm also going with Seth.
Damn it!
Yeah.
Why are you messing this up?
Well, because for practicality reasons again. Aside from the thing we don't know if Rey is re-signing or not. There's also the thing that Rey has a mask, And I can see them easily doing what they did with his other injured eye, where they just put a big black patch over his mask.
Yeah.
So that way they can say, oh, he lost his eye. And then when he goes somewhere else, he can just be like, nah, it grew back or something.
Wait till it grows back.
Yeah, yeah. So, all right. So I think that's the Cruz MVP one's probably the only one we're going to disagree on, but we'll see. Because next up is Bayley versus Nicky Cross for the SmackDown Women's title.
I know this is a little short, but I'm going Bayley. And that's mostly because at this point, I think they are building the Sasha Bayley feud to SummerSlam. Hopefully main event, because that would make a lot of this worth it. But also, I don't think they're going to give it to Nikki. They never gave it to her in NXT.
Yeah, but I think it's mostly...
It's not that I don't think she deserves it at this point.
Oh, she definitely deserves it, but I don't think it's her time yet.
Yeah.
I definitely think they're keeping it on Bayley for the whole Sasha Bayley feud.
Yeah.
And speaking of, Sasha Banks versus Asuka for the Raw Women's title.
Well, again, I'm going to go with Asuka because not only is standing for my girl, but for the reasons we just said.
Yeah.
Plus, and for this I'm pretty sure this has been thrown together with Charlotte being injured, and for what it is, it's been done really well. They worked it into the Bayley storyline, and it works. And I'm sure it'll be a hell of a match. But yeah, I'm gonna go with Asuka.
Yeah, me too. Because one, she deserves to keep that title for a long fucking time. At least as long as we're in quarantine and things are locked down, which may be a while. But I think this is going to be whether or not Bayley does something to accidentally cost Sasha the title. I think this is the catalyst. If she loses, she's just mad and her jealousy starts overflowing, and she keeps eyeing Bayley's title. It's I want that title, and eventually it falls over to SummerSlam.
Yeah.
So, which I don't know if Sasha would be the face or the heel. I think it'd be funny if she was, because that gives us, it finally gives what they've been hinting at for, over 2 years now, and what people want is the Sasha Bayley feud, but the opposite of what was in NXT. I think that'd be a good spin on it. Okay. Bray Wyatt versus Braun Strowman in a Wyatt Swamp match, or fight. Wyatt Swamp fight.
Okay, so I'm curious to see how this one's going to go, because everything I could tell says this is not a title match.
Yeah.
So what I think and / hope is going to happen is Braun is going to lose, but something is going to happen. He's going to be pushed underwater, and when he comes back out, he will be back in the cult leader Bray Wyatt's thrall, and we'll be right back right after this.
Oh, that was close. We gotta hurry because they're finding me. I don't know how, but they found me.
Yeah.
So, swamp fight.
Yeah, so I think Braun's gonna lose. He's gonna get, dunked into the water, baptized or something, and then he'll be cult leader Bray's muscle and, make him a monster heel. He is unstoppable. His championship matches are squashes. And then whenever he loses, say if Roman Reigns ever comes back or something like that, then the Fiend returns to get what is rightfully his.
Okay, good. We're going to disagree because I think Braun is going to win.
Yeah.
And I think this is setting up the three faces of Bray Wyatt, like some people have said. I think Braun is going to defeat cult leader Bray, old Bray, and then the end, something's gonna happen where the Fiend appears. What I really want to have happen is Braun throws Bray into the swamp, and then the fight ends there, and then the Fiend slowly rises out of the swamp.
Like a horror movie.
Yeah, like a horror movie. And
they tried to do with Hell in a Cell.
Yeah, basically it's my turn now, because that would also be a really good callback to the Ultimate Deletion where he was thrown into the Lake of Reincarnation.
Yeah.
And so it's the opposite effect.
Funny how that's the one face of Bray they're not referencing is when he was a crazy face.
Right? Also, this is the thing I've been thinking of a lot lately. There was a moment in time we could have had, broken/woken Matt Hardy and The Fiend interact. They could have done something, but they didn't. Matt Hardy was just kind of floating around being whatever version of his gimmick was, and I get really annoyed by that.
Pseudo feuding with Randy Orton.
Yeah. So I'm just, it's like just letting those two work together was a brilliant idea because they're both creative and like just seeing how that would have played out.
Yeah.
It's like what the ultimate could have been. All right, to round things off, Drew McIntyre versus Dolph Ziggler for the WWE title.
It's not going to be Dolph.
It's not.
I'm sure it'll be a fun match. They'll probably be able to tell a pretty good story. But, Drew or we Riot.
It should be Dolph, though. It should be him. But it won't be.
Yeah.
It's like, it sucks he has this reputation, because he is good.
I don't get the, legit hate that Dolph gets. Because, I've only been here a while, but he's really good in the ring, and he's really good on the mic. So, I mean, he's the total package, in my opinion, as they say. But
he's not Lex Luger.
Yeah. But, I don't know. But I don't think they're going to make him the world champion. Well, he'll be lucky to get a United States or Intercontinental Championship anytime soon.
Alright, so those are our predictions. We disagree on 2.
So we might tie, but, champion's advantage.
Really? Really? As long as I keep this till Sunday.
Yeah.
Anyway, punishments! Punishment!
Yeah. He picked it this time, hasn't told me.
Because we talked about this being extreme rules.
Yeah.
Extreme! And the 90s were extreme! And we did last year, we did a 90s G.I. Joe episode.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to go back to not quite that, because it's also the horror show at Extreme Rules. So we're going to go into a extreme 90s horror show. Goosebumps!
Oh, hey, okay.
And I'm going to put up a poll on my Twitter, so follow me on Twitter, with the 4 worst...
Link in the description below.
Yes, I will put that there. With the 4 worst episodes. That'll be the poll. And whoever wins has to watch the worst episode of Goosebumps.
Yeah.
I have spoken.
Yeah. Crossing all sorts of streams here.
Yeah. Alright, so, video's over. I gotta go do stuff. See ya.
Leaving in the middle of a video, that's just rude. I would never do such a thing.